Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk about overview of data unloading in Snowflake. This is the first video from Snowflake data unloading playlist. Similar to data loading, as we all know that, what is the data loading? Snowflake supports bulk export, that is unload of data from a database table into flat delimited text files, JSON or Parquet files. We can unload the data into different types of files, different types of file formats. Okay, bulk unloading process. What is the bulk unloading process? Bulk unloading process. How we are going to do the bulk unloading process using the queries. Okay, and then bulk unloading into single or multiple files. If you want to generate a single file, how we are going to generate? If you want to generate the multiple files, what is the process we have to do? And finally, unloading data using the copy command. I will explain about all these concepts in this video. Bulk unloading process. The process for unloading data into files is the same as the loading process. So everything, I mean, we have to use the copy command. How you are loading the data from flat file to inside Snowflake database. Similar way, we have to use the copy command here also, but except reverse here in the sense we have to swap the file names and table name. Instead of table name, we have to specify our stage. Instead of stage, we have to specify the table name. That's all. Simple reverse. There are two steps to do bulk unloading process in Snowflake. The first step is use the copy into and location. This is the very important. Instead of table name, you have to specify the location as part of data unloading. Copy into location command to use to copy data from Snowflake database table into one or more files in Snowflake or external stage. Snowflake here is nothing but the internal stage. Okay, here is the example. If you see copy into, this is the my stage name, my stage, because this is the internal named stage. That stage name is the my stage, that's why I use the @ and unload is the inside. I want to make a one more folder unload, and then file name prefix is this is the file name prefix dept from, this is the actual table name which is present in my database. Okay, so after executing this one, this would be the output. Like if you execute the above statement, this would be the output here. Rows loaded 1, because this employee table, sorry, department table had only one at the time of executing this query, and input is input bytes and output bytes. Okay, now step 2, download the file from the stage. You have, I mean, just with that above command, the file would be generated in internal stage or external stage. Assume that we have done we use the internal stage. So how we are going to download from Snowflake stage, that means internal stage, use the get command to download the data files. From S3, if you unload the data into S3 bucket, then use the interfaces or tools provided by Amazon S3 to get data files. Like Boto library. By suppose if you want to write the logic by using the Python script, you have to use the Boto 3 library. I mean, Amazon provided that Boto 3. Okay, compatible with the Python. Or if you don't want to use the any Python, and then Amazon itself providing the CLI, you can log into Amazon CLI, and then you can download them, or else you can write your own script also. From Azure, same, use the interfaces or tools provided by the Microsoft Azure to get the data files. Similar way, from Google Cloud Storage, use the interfaces or tools provided by the, sorry, here by mistake I mentioned that Azure, but this is the not Azure. Please, really sorry for this one. You have to use the Google provided libraries to download the files from Google Cloud Storage. From Snowflake stage, use the list or ls command to display the files. Before, I mean, download the files by using the get command, I am just displaying the files. I'm showing that how to display, as you know that ls at the rate stage. And okay, see, if you see here, file has been generated with the prefix dept and added some suffix 0 underscore 0 underscore 0. I will discuss what it is. And this is the md file, I mean unique name, I mean code has been generated. Okay, and after that, from snowflake stage, how we are going to download? By using the get command. So get command, where you have to execute this get command. You cannot use the get command inside web ui, so you have to use either SnowSQL or any Python script. Python, you have to use the Python connector. So here I'm using, showing with the SnowSQL. Once you connect to the SnowSQL, after that you can execute this get command. After get command, you have to use the, here also, I mean stage name, and then your local path. Okay, it could be your local system or anything valid path. And then once you execute this one, you will see this one status here, and file name size status here downloaded. That means we successfully downloaded. Then I am going to show you the download file into from my local computer. This is my local path where I have downloaded the file by using the get command. Bulk unloading using the queries. So Snowflake supports specifying a select statement instead of a table in the copy into location command. Say you don't want to copy the I mean unload the data, entire data from the given table. Instead of that, you can write your own query, and also you don't want all the columns, so that you can specify the required columns as part of select statement. Okay, instead of using the entire table name. So the results of the query are written in one or more files as specified in the command, and the files are stored in the specified location, either it could be internal or external. Select queries in copy statement supports the full syntax and semantics of the Snowflake SQL queries, including the join classes, which enables downloading the data from multiple tables. So you can see how to get the data, to display the data, how you are writing. I mean, you have been writing your select queries, correct, from by using the joins, by using the filter conditions. If you want some columns, if you want some built-in functions, or user defined functions, whatever it may be. So all that, okay, you can use all that as part of your unloading with the queries. Okay, so here it is. If you see this example, what it is doing, it will unload the data from department, I mean from the department table with the following columns, and I applied the some functions, like this is it will generate the fixed length file. Like if you have a department number, if department number having only 2 characters, remaining 2 characters filled with the spaces. In similar way for department name also. So if any department name less than 30 characters, for them it will fill up with the padding with the space for similar location also. So ideally, this command, copy command, unloading copy command, will generate the fixed file. Okay, now okay, multiple, I mean now we will discuss the bulk unloading into single or multiple files. How we are going to generate the multiple files when we have a huge data? What is the advantage of generating the multiple files? For example, if you have a huge data, like I mean thousands of GB or hundreds of GB, then instead of generating the single file, if you generate the single file, it will take the a long time, because it has to read synchronously, I mean sequentially, and generates only right into one file only. If you if you want to use, if you want to write multiple files, your process also will get speed, because multiple files means it will start the parallelly unloading the data. That is the advantage of using the multiple files as part of your copy command. So the default is single. Okay, how you are going to specify? By using the single option along with your copy into. So the default is single equal to false. If you don't use this single option as part of your copy in, the default value is the false. That means unload into multiple files. So this sometimes you might observe that in my previous example, only one file generated. Why? Because the data is very less. Okay, That's why it generated only one file. If you have some data more than more data, then it will split multiple files. Snowflake assigns each file a unique name. So please, note that when you are going to generate the multiple files, then if files should be unique, okay, otherwise there is no meaning, it will get override, correct? How you are going to maintain that, we will see. The location path specified for the common command can contain file name prefix that is assigned to all the data files generated. First thing one, so prefix will be assigned, okay, and then if your prefix is not specified, suppose if you don't specify anything, Snowflake prefixes the generated file names with the data underscore. So earlier example, I used the prefix as the DEPT. That's why that file name started with the DEPT. If you don't specify that one, okay, and then it will start with the data underscore. Okay, Snowflake appends a suffix that ensures each file name is unique across parallel execution threads. As I said that, so when you are going to generate unload the data into multiple files, so Snowflake appends the suffix value. Okay, so this is the prefix and this is the suffix. So the suffix is the 0 1 0 underscore 1 underscore 0. So this will be file 1, file 2, file 3, like that you can identify, and okay, so that your file names will be generated with unique. When unloading data into multiple files, use the max file size copy option into specify the maximum size of each file created. Suppose assume that in your table there is a 100 GB is there, okay, 100 GB. While generating the data into multiple files, I want to generate file size, maximum file size is the 50 MB. So in that case, you can specify the max file size is with use this parameter. So this is the example here. If you see here, I am using the 20 MB for each maximum file. As I said that overwrite is equal to true. Suppose if you already files with the same name with files are present in your stage, then it will overwrite. Otherwise we get the error. Or else you make sure that you use you manually remove the files which are present in your stage, okay, before executing this one. Here I am using the single equal to false. That means multi files will be generated, okay, and this is the table name and max file size is the 20 MB. If you generated okay, if you execute this one, you will see output like this. Here these many records have been generated, these many input. Now we will see the files, okay, by using list command. See customer multi, I used this prefix and the suffix added 0 1 underscore 0 for first file, and for second file 2 is there, third file, like that there are 7 files have been generated based on the data and the max file size. And finally, unloading data using the copy command. I have shown the examples by using the copy command with unloading data into Snowflake stage. So in upcoming videos I am going to show you the how to unloading data into Amazon S3 and how we are going to download, and unloading data into Google Cloud Storage and how to download, and unloading into Microsoft Azure using the copy command, and how we are going to download them into your local system in upcoming videos. Yeah. That's all from this video. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click bell icon for notifications. Like it and share it to your friends. Thank you once again.